Valentina.
Ah, right. Pick up the Valentina now. That might be the play of Blacklist International too.
Yeah. No, I mean, Blacklist has no room for it.
Yeah.
No,
No, I meant like that Blacklist wants AP Bren said, hey, we don't have the Valentina. Go ahead and pick it up.
they allowed it.
Yeah.
Could be. Looking at the draft index this time around, yeah, that's really down the wire.
That's still very close. Just a slight edge in terms of no significant. Oh, wait, there's a slight edge for AP Bren for the overall damage that their composition can dish out as of now. But of course, as it goes on, it will get evened.
Still begs the question too, what do you put in the gold lane, right? For the most part, this series anyway, there's been a lot of attention to the gold lane for both teams. You know, let's protect them, let's let them duke it out themselves. You know, how do they do that?
Game 3 was almost single-handedly won by a gold laner.
Exactly.
In the hands of KL1. So in that case, he is the one. Fanning out the Brody here, AP Bren, Blacklist does the same for the Ix. All right, that's cool. I like it. They readied the situation.
And Blacklist International, well, would really need to ban up the Blink here. Because if they're taking away the Ix, I think Blink is the last best possible option in terms of like artillery, a little bit more way in the back gold laners. So that would leave, okay, if this is I just said a Clint. That's a Clint ban inside the Blacklist, and the Bruno ban now from AP Bren. Irithel and Claude are still available as long as Bait.
Yeah, the Outlaw and the Sheriff. I'm actually for banning the Clint. Clint looks good right now for AP Bren.
Yeah, there's not a lot of dive right now for Blacklist. The dive relies too heavily on the Edward again with his penalty zone, maybe the flicker combo. But maybe they might play into it, but that means Haji would have to play a more aggressive role, which is what Blacklist is
Looking for a new way.
looking for in you.
Yeah, like they want to not let Haji play that style that he's so known for. You know, they kind of want to force him to have those initiations to be a little more aggressive. And with the first 3 picks that they have, they could make that happen. There's an interesting last man though from Blacklist International. It's going to be Yuzhong here.
They're still protecting Owen.
Yeah.
Does this mean that they want them to pick up also the X-Borg, which has been the answer for the Drizla for the most part?
In this scenario, I'd want something a little bit more easier to dive with. But then the Benedetta at this point would be difficult, Paquito. Yeah, I think Blacklist just forced AP Bren into picking up the X-Borg. But the Uranus is still okay here, honestly.
Yeah, no, if I may, from game 3, yeah, the X-Borg was kind of underwhelming. If you don't get the full-on last insanities or you get your Firag armor popped before you're ready, that's it, nothing. You're done.
They pick up the Irithel. Okay, so now the Clint. They want a little bit more maneuverability.
You know what's left open?
What?
The Angela.
Ooh.
The Angela is still open. So if AP Bren so decides, they can put the Angela in. Never mind. Maybe the next laner. I got too excited.
Yeah. Might be the Uranus, but pick up the quite possible.
Whoa.
Ah, that's why they pick up the Claude, because they're reading into the Uranus pickup right now.
An old friend of ours. Well, friends of ours.
Let's see. Rome for Renegade.
Wait, I was going to say, what if they did take up the Angela? Okay.
Ah, there.
That was
you
Blacklist.
Yeah. So,
I was talking about AP Bren.
oh, okay. Well, I was
Picking
going
up the Irithel.
Right. And that
Explain
worked so
Baksha.
well.
Explain Oh, wait, no, yeah, they ran out the Baksha. Now I got excited. They're stuck with the Uranus pickup.
You played yourself.
This is just a different pattern from what we've seen for a while.
Esmeralda or Benedetta.
Yeah, it has to be damage or split, anything. Oh, excuse me, the R-Lock. Right.
There it is. Damage and CC. How about it? And a side of sustainability.
Balances out a little bit more, but the support utility, again, Blacklist leading into their signature play style. The sustained damage for both, close, but AP Bren's early scaling. Much better right now, statistically. However, we know Blacklist International to play the map very well with how AP Bren's lineup looks like. If they lean too hard into playing for that quick scaling, team fighting, that burst that they have, they might fall into the trap of just losing their map.
If that happens.
If that happens.
But so far the problem in game 3 was they went too slow. So they can overshoot.
Let's see.
I think one of the things here too, whether they're what they've learned, I guess, from the last 3 games, and the fact that Blacklist International momentum on their side, this lineup actually works really well for them. Biggest factor that I have that I always don't like to point out, but it is the case. Quad takes a while.
Yep.
He's got to build up.
It's all in again. It's all in Gel 1. It's all on OHEM. Blacklist looking to even the score. This is game number 4.
All right, conditions for both. Know it. Early to mid game, AP Bren. Mid to late game, Blacklist International. Blacklist wants to play a little bit faster, then they can do so through. Oh, no, not over to get that. If they can get the Claude out early, they can get a good well-timed rotation onto the Claude to take down the air.
Yep, that's the Restream forced out of Sensui. Something more, gentlemen. Look at this killing spree on Kyle.
Yeah, and inside of Blacklist, that's wilderness blessings and agility all across the board.
That's wild.
That is wild. That's fast.
Bless.
That's how I like it.
This is quite some work as well from Ogwin. But, you know, again, these early kind of aggressive tactics by both teams that they like to do this, it does kind of give them an edge if they can pull it off.
Yep, we're looking at Turtle here, coming up in about 30 seconds. We can expect a few more rotations from our junglers. Sensui just about to get his orange, so it's clear where this 200 something gold lead maybe Bren's coming from the first minute of the game.
There was something actually pointed out by our analyst that Edward, for the first 2 games, was a little bit too shaky, or
Oh, wow. Well, that one is going to hurt as he falls early on. 30 seconds in. Wait, hold on. I'm not sure if that timer's actually up to date.
Yeah, nope. Yeah. 30 seconds is more time, given that we are at the Turtle, which spawns at 2.
There you go.
Have you heard of something called the Castle Curse?
the Casper curse. What is that?
You had to mention it, and it immediately happens.
That was me.
That was us.
That was us.
Yeah, that was we. And right now, this is a Turtle just going in the hands because of everything. Curse or not, AP Bren gets that first Turtle pretty much free.
Okay, so the point I actually wanted to make was that Edward was a little bit not as confident with the setups that he was that he wanted to go for, that he could have gone for, as Web is now double laning. But now that he has an Angela with him, yeah, he's going to be much more confident with just flickering, penalty zoning with his heart's content.
Yep.
So AP Bren, acknowledging that, actually made their first major rotation to try and take down Edward. So that was the right call. So they are still really looking at this Terizla as the biggest thorn in their side in the early to mid. That's the biggest thing stopping them from snowballing.
Which kind of makes sense why Kyle TZ is so gung-ho on picking the Marquise. I mean, Marquise is what? At best, tier 1.5 coming in.
I think you're going to want to go for Sensui at least. Just whittle him down a little bit. Few also holding on to the heavy spin.
Yeah, actually like this. If I'm Few, although I know Few's like way better than me in this game, get the heavy spin over the Netherrealm, because instead of matching the Netherrealm, you take them out of position, negate the effect of them sticking together. Disperse them.
Then destroy. As I was saying, the Decimate kind of deals with the BOS, man.
That body is Smith.
It goes right through.
Yeah.
Ah, that's true.
All right, here we go. Ren's in trouble.
Yeah, gonna have to flicker out. That looks like it. Super Marco getting a kill here. Now they're planting themselves in Blacklist jungle. Again, just making it pretty much difficult for Sensui, especially to have kind of a relaxed rotation through all this.
They're invading now. Actually, to respond to this, they could go for AP Bren, and yep, they're playing through how their playstyle wants to be. Early to mid scaling. See how deep they are going to go to try and take this purple buff away from Sensui, but the Turtle is about to spawn, so they back off. Not easy. Rushing Thunder Strike.
He's aggressive, man. He's aggressive. That's what you gotta do.
Yeah. He's got to be here. Remember that they pretty much just went with the Haka Sensui route for the majority of the games. They give him this Akai here now. They want to be able to fight through it with this Martes. Now they're going to find it out for the Turtle here. Second one of the game. AP Bren full force Sensui here by himself. Gets the heart guard, gets the Turtle on top of it, and gets out of there. Blacklist is happy with that.
Just Sensui. Literally, just Sensui can do that.
Folks, name something more iconic than Sensui, his Akai, and stealing away Turtles from 4 or 5 members of the opposing team.
Forget about Turtles, even Lords.
And Lords too.
He's done it before. OHEP.
Oh!
Gonna force him back. Ogwin now here to help out. But notice how much work Oheb is doing in overdrive. Sometimes he's managing 2 lanes the best he can. But Super Marco, because he got that early kill, has also helped keeping it pretty much even economy-wise.
About a minute and a half until the next turtle spawns, and yeah, it's been a while since we last checked in on Flapteasy and Edward. It's interesting. Edward's holding, Flapteasy holding Edward hostage. He can't leave.
He's really maximizing. Oh, Flapteasy using the final slash. Was that too preemptive, or did he mean to use the flicker alongside it? I don't know if that was a blunder or just get preemptive by Flapteasy, but they don't have a final slash. Good thing it comes back quickly. By the way, one interesting thing I want to point out here by Valentina. It actually did the enchanted, Necklace of Duran.
Uh-oh, there's the heavy spin. They're gonna go for a few here. Hard guard along with the blazing duet. You could be in trouble. Gonna try to run away from this. Won't be able to do it. Edward gets the kill here. So the answer, now Blacklist International on the board. Making their way. Oh, a huge final slash gonna come through. Haji has that Netherrealm to help him out. Nothing comes of it, despite a great placement with the final slash from Flapteasy.
Interesting. AB Bren moving forward, moving back. Wasn't sure exactly what they were doing. If they were going to be leaning hard into that final slash. And kudos to Few. I mean, I understood what he was trying to do. He tried to juke Blacks International. He tried to flicker on backwards.
Yeah, I think he was trying to. I feel like he was just trying to get a bit of damage off before he went down. If ever he could have gotten a combo off, but at that point,
That's true.
at that point, it was just way too much to handle.
Four members of Black.
Hey, APB. See how they're going to be playing this, because they're a little bit more comfortable into the side lane, so they're still trying to manage their macros, which is the right choice. For 5v5 team fight, though, they got to find the Faramis or the Claude. I feel like Flapteasy might want to hold on to that final slash, or use it early, hold on to your some key abilities, and then fight again.
So Sensui, can he do it again? He's gonna try to, but forced out of this one. Not gonna be close enough at all. Goes in the hands of Kyle Teasy. They've got the 2 turtles. Blacklist with the 1. So how does the next big objective fight go, and what do they find before it?
It's about 2 minutes until the Lord. Photos built on both sides. Ogwin and Renegade sprint on Oheb so he can get on out of there right before Flapteasy got to him. Oh, it's clear. AP Bren wants this turn.
That cooldown reduction is a chase for the Valentina. Necklace of Duran's priority. Again, very rare, because now that delays the damage output, so it sort of delays your snowball factor on the side of AP Bren. But I think for them now, they aren't thinking of the Valentina as the one of the carry options. They're thinking more utility, and it's going to be up to the Irithel and the Martis to be the snowball.
That's right. Right now, they made the call and say, you know what? You're going to be utility. You're going to be getting heavy spin anyways.
Yep.
Yeah. So play the role.
They need that too, obviously, with what they're up against, especially with the Angela on board. But with all that, they're going to be happy getting this turret. They'll make their way now to the next one. We're still a minute away from the Lord.
What is this? Flapteasy and Ogwin taking control of the bush. Coming in. Final slash.
Final slash is going to come through. Do they have the follow-up? Again, a lot of this is just kind of pushing and pulling. Not really committing, though, from AP Bren. They just kind of want to keep things going. What you call it the business of feint. Feint. F-E-I-N-T.
For spelling that out, I almost forgot how to do that.
Some people might think F-A-I-N-T.
That's a different kind. That's the not fun kind, unless you're into it. No one's into that. No one's into that.
That's well, I am into that. Song from Linkin Park.
It is.
Yeah.
Don't start singing it.
Miss you, Chester.
Back to the action, folks. Mid lane pressure by AP Bren. 1.6k gold lead. Lord spawning in just 5 seconds. I'd say 50-50 unless, they cross a DPC.
Another one, defensively.
But here's the final slash. Final slash will come back quicker. Let's see. Watch out for the green dots on 2 XP lasers.
Flapteasy just sitting on Sensui for now. Certainly you want to come through. Edward doesn't have what he needs. He still has a flicker. If he has to, he's in trouble. Flapteasy will get the kill. Heartguard going to be used on Oheb as well. Still going to be fighting for this Lord. AP Bren with the numbers advantage. Going to be pushed back a little bit. Super Marco quite low as well. Blacklist International has great fighting potential here. Can they pull through?
Watch out, Super Marco does not have an ult, and they're dashing into the back.
Dashing into the back, Haji, the focus, Flap TZ once again, gonna force him there. Oakwood with the circling eagle. Still gonna be fighting for a heavy spin. They're trying to keep him at bay. Super Marco will secure the Lord. Flap TZ gets the stuns off, but still gonna be chasing him down. They're running here on the defensive. Flap TZ, the rest of the crew. Edward goes in with the penalty zone. Can't find Super Marco though. Oheb's gone. Haji's quite low. Flickers for his life. And now it's Kyle Teasy running for the team. They're happy with it. They got the Lord.
Few for Oheb. Oheb for few. That's a trade AP Bren's going to take twice on Sundays.
We didn't have the award just yet in Season 6, but it was unanimous. Everyone saw Flap TZ as a Rookie of the Season, and shapes of that again!
Sensui, tanky enough to take all of it and still live. But right now, they still have to get back, heal up, and get ready for this Lord pushing in.
The Filipino cannon has been let loose. And so far, all throughout that minute of action, AP Bren have crawled their way back into a lead. Comfortable 3,000 gold.
Oh, wow. Okay, looking at the gold laners up to a maleficent roar is that Irithel, but the combo of the Angela plus the Claude is what sends Super Marco back in the fight. Up again!
Flap TZ once again pressing the situation, but ultimately they get the tier 2 top and bottom. And now they make their way down the mid.
Thank you for reminding me. That was actually his nickname, his moniker. I was thinking of it, but we called him the Philippines.
Oh! Again, unleashing here. A huge threat. Now we're gonna jump in with the penalty zone. We're just trying to keep him at bay. Oheb with the blazing duet and the heart guard. That's much though, because Kyle TZ gets the kill. They don't care about the heart guard as they put the pressure on Blacklist International.
AP Bren not letting them breathe. Those are two key pickoffs. Blacklist need these two players to defend. AP Bren looking to penetrate in mid.
Still gonna be going, even without it. Final slash again, it's the lowest cooldown here, and they can't push on forward, but AP Bren right now is dominating.
Take it back. This is not Season 6 Flap TZ. This is M2 World Championships Flap TZ. Boy did not have a cooldown on the Black Dragon form in Singapore.
Wow, you saw it here, non-stop. Final slash after final slash, making the most out of the stun initially from that Arlott and then sweeping anyone. Blacklist International they just keep getting caught off guard. It's like, he's not gonna, oh he did, oh he's not gonna, oh he did again.
Bet you believe Blacklist wish they had at least one Purify.
Whew. Yeah, they're wishing they had that one Purify.
Not just the final slash, fam. Even his fully charged second skill. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. And then the full proc. What?
Accurate sound effect there from that Arlott.
I don't play enough Arlott to know.
It sounds about right. Yeah.
Cool. Good sounds, nice.
Thank you.
Kyle TZ also very clutch with maximizing his control abilities as well, especially when Oheb and Renegade went in with that blazing duet.
Oh, we've seen this several times in the regular season. 4 out of 5 members have all CCs, and it all just comes in this beautiful formula. This cocktail.
Oh, final slash again on Oheb. Gonna force him to think twice. Now Sensui gonna be the focus. They push him back. He can't even get near the Lord right now.
Close enough.
But can still go through. He's too late even with a heavy spin. Oakland's gonna jump in. They get the nether realm out. Flap TZ at the front of the line. Final slash not gonna connect. But the Edward gonna jump in. But where's the firepower from Blacklist International? The blazing duet's doing nothing, and they run back.
AP Bren happy with what they got. That's a Luminous Lord scored for them, giving them a 6K gold lead here, just past 14 minutes.
Everyone waits with bated breath as our two M5 representatives are putting on a clinic. This is how you play the game. This is why the Philippine Metal bricked not once, not twice, but 3 World Championships running, baby.
4 years in a row and counting. The Filipinos have been on top of the world. And this is exactly why. Look at this. The people here at EBM Convention Center could not wait. But good news, folks at home, this does give us a few moments to actually digest exactly what's going on.
There's a lot going on here. see, again, question. Like, you even saw it. And I feel like this is, in a way, why Claude kind of fell off a little bit, right? I mean, even given the current time we are in the game, familiar face right there, Game 7. That's what we're hoping for, by the way. But, yeah, you saw the Blazing Duet with the hard guard combination, right? I mean, it wasn't enough at all, really, in that team fight. So it makes you wonder if you somehow, through Blacklist International, buy another 5, maybe 8 minutes, and that Claude is fully locked, will that make a difference? Will it be enough? Because right now, they are dealing with Flap Teasy, man.
Hold your horses. I agree if they can get to that point. But the pace that AP Bren is playing at, nay, the pace that Flap Teasy is playing at, they'd be looking to get 3.
3 minutes.
Yeah, but already in the base, I mean, knocking on the doors. That last Lord, since Sui spent the heavy spin to try to even get the entry. Oh, hey! That's John Paul! Oh! That's John Paul! Oh! That's 2 out of the big 3. If you know, you know. Well, this is the 3rd right here.
Yeah, that was John Paul, Tristan, and Renegade. And Midnight. We all know at some point Midnight was actually the coach for Next Play Evos back in MPL Philippines Season 9. But he did get to experience.
I am retroactively jealous of Midnight.
Yeah.
Kind of wish I was Midnight sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes, you know.
Looking back, I did get to drive him off to the boot camp and pick him up whenever we would need to go out, but
Really?
the past is the past.
Yeah, I didn't.
Really?
I did not know that.
Yeah. At the time, Next Play Evos' boot camp was very near my house. Anyways, back into the action here, folks. Snap back to reality. We're about 14 minutes into game number 4.
So that was my thing, right? I mean, Ohead has 4 items that he pretty much needs. He's even got a little defense here, but like we saw previously as he works on this last item, there wasn't much damage at all being dealt to AP Bren.
Yep, still on the way to that Malefic Roar, see if he can build it. And look at that, no Enchanted Talisman for the Valentina. Maybe that might be his next item. Nope, he's going for a wand over there. Interesting choice. So he kind of used the Necklace of Durance as sort of like an Enchanted Talisman.
Here we go. AP Bren gonna make it into their base. And look at the burst here.
The burst is so much to deal with. Sensui feeling it as well. Turret gonna go down top and mid. Now making their way to the bottom. They want to fully expose this base of Blacklist International right now. Again, final slash gonna go through. Edwards in trouble. Super Marco gets the kill. Now going to be working on the turret. Blacklist is down a member. AP Bren wants to push it in. They get the flicker out. There's the Blazing Duet with the hard guard. Keeping them at bay with the crystal. A couple hits away. Can they do it? AP Bren's at match point.
This winning moment is brought to you by our official sponsor, FWD Life Insurance. In the